In this lecture, we are going to update the created by field of the hotel document with the logged in user ID who has created that hotel document. So if I go to VS Code and in here, if I go to models folder and there if I go to hotel model, in the hotel model, we also have a created by field and we want to assign this created by field with the email of the user who has created that hotel document. Now currently what we are doing is in order to update this created by field, we have created a pre-save middleware as you can see, and there I am just hard coding the value for this created by field with this name. Now instead of hard coding it, what I want is whenever a hotel document is created, we want to take the email of the logged in user who is creating that hotel document, and I want to assign the email of that logged in user to this created by field. So here we can do this inside this pre-save middleware as well. But in that case, the process will become lengthy. So we will have to write a lot of code because inside this pre-save middleware, we will not have access to the request object. And we know that after a user is successfully authenticated, on the request object, we will have the details of the logged in user. So we can read the email of the logged in user from the request object itself. But since this is a pre-save middleware, inside this pre-save middleware, we will not have access to the request object and hence we will not have access to the details of the logged in user. Right. So I'm going to remove this pre-save middleware from here. I don't need it here. Okay. Then I also have this pre-save middleware to check if the cheapest price is less than 100. In that case, throw this error. But this also I'm going to remove. So it was just for the demonstration purpose, but I don't need this functionality in my code. So the price can be anything except it cannot be 0. So what I can do is here I can say if price is less than 1, then execute this logic. Okay, so price cannot be 0 or it cannot be a negative value. It should always be a positive value. So it can be 2, 3, 4, anything, but it should be greater than 1. So I'll save this pre-save middleware here. Then next we have post-save middleware. Here we are using this post-save middleware to log something in the log.txt file. So whenever a new hotel is created or updated, we are logging it. So I need this post-save middleware and I need this pre-query middleware because I want to check if the hotel is not deleted, then only query that hotel. So I am going to keep this. Then here I have find one and update, and here I'm checking if the cheapest price. Okay, here also when updating we are checking if the cheapest price is less than 100, but here also I'm going to set it to less than 1. And here let's say the price of a hotel cannot be 0 or negative value. Okay, let's save the changes. This one I need. Then let's check this find one and update post query middleware. So a hotel document. So this we are running whenever we are updating a hotel document. So this is for logging. Again, I need it. Then these also I'll keep here. Okay. All right. So now what we want to update this created by field whenever a new hotel document is created. And I'm going to write that logic inside the route handler function itself. So here, let's go to controller folder and there let's open hotels controller.js and let's go to the create method. Inside this, what we are doing while creating the hotel, we are reading the hotel details from the request body, and then using that request body, we are creating the hotel document. But here, now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to pass a new object. In that new object, first I'm going to extract all the properties which we have in the request body. So here I can say request.body, and from this object I'm going to extract all the properties. So for that here I'm using spread operator. So in this way we will have all the properties from the request body. In the request body we are going to receive a hotel object. From that object I'm extracting all the properties, and then I'm also going to create a new property. Actually, we already have this property in the schema. So we will have a created at property. Actually, it is created by property. Let's quickly check that. So it is created by. Let me copy this. Let me paste it here. And to this created by property, I want to assign the email of the logged in user. So on the request object, remember that only a logged in user will be able to create a new hotel. So once the user is authenticated, he has logged into the application, and if he is an admin user, he will be able to create the hotel document. So after authentication, we are already attaching the user details of the logged in user on the request object. So on this user property, we will have the details of the logged in user. From that, I'm going to read the email of the logged in user, and that I want to assign to this created by field. And that's it. So now I'm passing an object, and in that object, I will have all the properties from the request body, and I'm also adding this created by field, which I'm assigning with the email of the logged in user. And that's it. Let's save the changes and let's quickly test this functionality. So let's go to Postman. Let me save this request and let me also close it. Or actually, I will remove these query strings from here. I'll save this request. I'll close it. And in order to create a new hotel document, the user should be an admin user. In our case, we have one user, which is johnsmith@gmail.com. So he's an admin user. So let's log in this user first. So this user is logged in. We have received the access token. Now let's go to create new hotel request. And there I'm going to pass a hotel object to create a new hotel. And in order to save some time, I have a hotel object here. So I'll copy this hotel object. And here in this hotel object, I have data in JSON format. So I'm going to pass that here. Okay. So here we have the name for the hotel, the description, what is the type, category, city, country, etc. Let me send this request. And you will also see that here I do not have any created by field. Okay, so the created by field is not present in here. So if I send the request, let's see what happens. First of all, we have received an internal server error which says, okay, here I know what is the problem. So the type here should be point and the P should be in uppercase. Okay, let's send this request again. And now the hotel document has been created, and let's inspect this response. So in the data, we have received a hotel object. There we have the name for the hotel, the description for the hotel, type, category, etc. And if I scroll down, I should also have a created by field. Yeah, here I have the created by field, and you see it is assigned with the email of the logged in user. In this login request, we logged in johnsmith@gmail.com. So this is the currently logged in user, and using the access token of this user, we have created this new hotel document. So this created by field is assigned with the email of that logged in user. Okay, now if I go to Compass and there let's go to users collection. Let me refresh this collection. So currently only this user is the admin user, other users are normal users. What I'll do is I'll also make Mary Jane as admin. So here I'm going to update it from Compass itself. So I'm going to change the role of this user to admin. Okay, and let me update this. So now this Mary Jane, this user is also an admin user. Let me copy the email of this user and let's go back and let's log in Mary Jane. So now Mary Jane is also an admin user. So let's specify the email and the password is going to be same. Let me send the request. This user is now logged in. So now the currently logged in user is Mary Jane. Now let me go ahead and let me copy other hotel document here. So I'll copy this object. Let's go to Postman. Let's go to create new hotel request and there. So Control A, Control V. Okay, and now here let's change the type to point with P in uppercase. And let's send this request. Now remember that the currently logged in user is Mary Jane. So this time when the created by field it will be created, it should be assigned with the email of Mary Jane. Let's send this request. We have received 201 created, and in the response we have created by, which is assigned with the email of Mary Jane, because this time this user has created this hotel document. So now every time a user creates a hotel document, his email will be assigned to the created by field. We can also verify it in the Compass. So let me refresh the collection. I need to go to hotels collection, and there let's refresh the collection. So now we should have 16 documents, and let's scroll down to the bottom two. And there you will see that for the last document created by is Mary Jane, and the second last it is johnsmith@gmail.com. And for others, it has used the default value, which is the name which we were using previously. Okay. All right. So this is all I wanted to cover in this lecture. Now, some of you might ask why I am covering this topic in the API security section. That is because this created by and updated by field, we do not have updated by field for the hotel documents here, but these two fields are also important in order to track who has created a resource or who has updated a resource. Even we can also keep track of who has deleted a resource by logging the delete action in the log file. Okay, so this is important for audit purpose, and that's why we should always have a created by field and updated by field for each resource which is important in our application. Now we don't need to have it for reviews because reviews is not that important resource in our application, but hotels and rooms, these are two important resources in our application because our entire application revolves around the hotels and the rooms for that hotel. So for these resources, we should have a created by and updated by field in order to track who has created that resource or who has updated that resource. So this is required for audit purpose. All right. Thank you for listening and have a great day.